in the comforting lap of Anand Ashram is the Yoga Society of New York in Monroe. Founded by the spiritually awakened Guru Sri Brahmananda Saraswati. Sri Brahmananda Saraswati was one of the main initiators for the propagation of Sanskrit, Yoga and Vedanta in the USA in the 20th century. Pandit Satya Narayana Charka is one of the torchbearers now to the torch lit by Guruji. The vision is being carried forward by him as the director of the East-West School of Dance. The Yoga Retreat and Spiritual Educational Center is a witness to the blossoming of Sri Brahmananda Saraswati's vision to have a center of learning for Sanskrit, Yoga, Vedanta, Indian classical music and dance.
As I came to Fiji Islands in 1976 for 4 years to teach there, then I had a chance to meet Sri Brahmananda Saraswati, formerly known as Dr. Ramamurthy Mishra from New York. He was the great philosopher, yoga, Vedanta and popular doctor. He is the MD. So he was touring a world tour. So he was camped in Suva, Fiji. So Indian ambassador invited us for the dinner. So I had a chance to meet him. So first thing, my inspiration is I got seeing his very amazing feeling I felt. And I was looking at him. He asked me to please come and sit next to him. So I walked and I was sitting next to him. That's it. That's where some sort of a spiritual connection happened. Akhanda mandala karam vyaptam yena characharam tat padam darshitam yena tasmai shri guru namaha. That's how the Guru has really came to in my life, eternally to lead in my life. I feel that very strong about my Gurus. Sri Brahmananda Saraswati, who brought me spirituality totally into my art form, disciplined me. But the dancing Gurus like Sri Pandit Shambhu Maharaj Ji, Srimati Maya Rao and Sri Ramakrishna Shukla, Nataraj Ramakrishna Ji and Bhagwan Das Verma Ji. These are some of the great examples of the Gurus which I associated. And I feel very great blessings from them having, and they blessed me, they gave me the spirit of the dancing and discipline of the life. So that how all the time when I am meditating and dancing, those Gurus I see them in me. So in front of me that they are blessing, they are happy that what I am doing.
आपका आनंद आश्रम में आना आनंद ही आनंद है.
Today I am sitting in hall of Anand Ashram. For 3 days we did a workshop, different student, junior, senior, and I saw some clips of the Ramayana. Satyanarayan did that, and I think all the movements and the footwork, devotion in the dance, in Tatkar, in Tukraj, and the movement in a space, and good work in America, the tradition of Kathak is keeping that. giving advice all the students, and I'm so happy. My good wishes for Satnarayan, especially my Ashirwad, and I hope he will continue this work, Kathak work, for others.
Thank you. And Guruji, Guru tradition is greatest thing which we are trying to carry. Akhanda mandala karnam vyaptam yena characharam tat padam darshitam yena tasmai shri guruve namah.
जो ईस्ट वेस्ट स्कूल ऑफ डांस है, जिसके सत्यनारायण चरखा जी निदेशक हैं, यह एक महत्वपूर्ण भूमिका निभा रहा है। संस्कृत परंपरा का जो सौंदर्य पक्ष है, उस सौंदर्य पक्ष का जितना निर्वहन यह कर रहा है, उतना शायद और कोई नहीं कर रहा है।
At Anand Ashram, Swamiji asked me to become a director of East West School of Dance. That's how in 1981 it started. Now the 25 years we celebrated my coming to this country, Silver Jubilee celebrations, a part of the Ramayana celebration.
I actually was born here in Ananda Ashram. That's why my name is Bhavani, because my parents were disciples of our Guru here, so I was named Bhavani. And I grew up dancing Kathak and studying with Pandit Satya Ji here in the ashram. So really, I started when I was a child, so I'm so grateful that I was able to learn this beautiful art form, this ancient art form with such a master.
Why I came to this country is the very important point for me in my life. I realized in the country needed our culture and art to promote a discipline of our Indian generation who born and brought up here. And that was one point. Another point is to explore our culture to American audience. These are the two important points in my life. Last 25 years I focused. Many teachers, many artists, they come from India here and they perform and go back. But really it's not based, it's not taught from basically to bring in their life. I think that fulfillment, I feel very satisfying that I did last 25 years teaching them. As a child, they grown and many years, like 10, 15 years, they study Indian dance and ballets and taking part. All these things are they're becoming their part of life.
(1962) में जब मैं हैदराबाद से दिल्ली आ गया और नाट्य बैले सेंटर ज्वाइन करा, सत्यनारायण चरखा जी वहाँ पे डांस सीखने आते थे। हम नाट्य बैले सेंटर में कोरियोग्राफी में एक साथ काम करते थे। इसके अलावा इन्होंने बहुत अच्छे ये किए, कोरियोग्राफी में पूरा कोर्स किया माया राव के साथ। उस ज़माने में अनिल विश्वास जैसे बड़े म्यूज़िक डायरेक्टर हमारे काम कर रहे थे साथ में। लेकिन 1999 में मैं अमेरिका आया, ये सब लोगों के साथ मिलके हमने कालिदास का शाकुंतलम बनाया।
गुरु कुरु प्रिय सखी वृत्तिम सपत्नी।
शानदार जिंदगी का एक मेमोरेबल जो है प्ले था। और सबसे बड़ी बात यह है कि नारायण साहब की फितरत, उनका स्वभाव, ये सबसे बड़ा है। लोगों से बहुत जल्दी कांटेक्ट, एक बार किसी को मिल गया तो फिर उन्हें जिंदगी भर नहीं भूलेगा नारायण साहब को। ये है जादू इनका, समझे नहीं? चाहे कोई भी हो, आर्टिस्ट हो चाहे आर्टिस्ट न भी हो, लेकिन ये यहाँ आके अमेरिका में इतने वर्षों से और कथक डांस को पॉपुलर करने का जो श्रेय है वो बहुत कुछ इन्हीं को जाता है।
Indian Americans who born and brought up here, this generation, their parents are involved very much. So they are also involved. They are very happy that their children are very much into Indian culture. So they focus not only just studying American way, they are taking out the best part of the Indian culture. These are the two things which combination is flourishing, it's growing very beautiful way.
He shows beautiful spirit, tremendous humbleness, and more so than that, the patience and the beauty that comes from all his dancers, I think, is the magic that he puts towards them. This ashram is an ideal place for me to raise my children. They've been introduced to the great Ramayana, Krishna Leela, and they thoroughly are enjoying and learning about our Indian culture and religion, which is so very important for me as they grow up in America.
Pandit Ramakrishna Shukla was a lecturer. So under him I studied for 4 years. It's a very interesting also. In the beginning he asked me what type of dance you want to learn. I said it's something like Gopi Krishna dances in Janak Janak Vayalbaji. He said that is a Kathak dancing. So I wanted to learn that style of dance. Shri Ram Chandra Rupalu Bhajmana Haran Bhavaya Darunam Haran Bhavaya Darunam Shri Ram. My father actually wanted me to become an engineer. So he encouraged many ways because I was very good in mathematics. In school studies also I was scoring high first class marks in all subjects. But when I decided to go to Delhi, I still remember my mother came about half a furlong walking with me when I was going toward the train to take off. She came and she said, she hugged me, she cried so much that she knows that this is the end of my life, to attachment to Hyderabad. I'm going to go away. She realized that, I think. I can remember those days. But I said, no, I will come back, mother. I will come back, definitely, I will come back. But I was keeping up touch. I was coming back every year to Hyderabad. But that was the end of my contact with Hyderabad. That's how I ended up going to Delhi. As I went as a choreographer training, and I joined Natya Ballet Center as a ballet dancer as well as choreography student with Bharatiya Natya Sangh. They have an institution called Natya Institute of Choreography, Kathak and Choreography. Myra was the director. Kamala Devi Chotopadhyaya was the chairman of that institution. And when she heard that I just came to study, she gave me her personal scholarship to study choreography, Kamala Devi Chotopadhyaya. So I was fortunate to have her personal fellowship to study choreography. I had an excellent chance to study more advanced courses in Kathak dancing, especially under Srimati Maya Rao. Maya Rao ji, she brought her intelligence and knowledge from when we went to Russia. She brought all the discipline of how the ballet choreography works. So with that principle, I started studying, and we studied in Natya Shastra also, part of that one. We used to study more advanced courses like other styles like folk dances. We used to go January festivals. We used to visit all the folk dance competitions. My focusing was towards Kathak, more advanced. Even though Maya Rao ji has taught incredible way Kathak incredible compositions, choreography. I myself used to dance. Sometime I had a chance to dance with Maestro.
Oh yes, 35 years now. Narayan, as we call him, came to us in 1965, alone, a young, promising dancer, very enthusiastic, and he did very well as a student, as a choreographer, as well as a Kathak dancer. So many types of ballets, all of which he did with distinction. He was a great support to us at the Institute. So I asked him to stay back even after his student days were over and he had got a diploma with distinction. As an artist, I admired him, but as a human being, I remember one instance. It was Diwali and my daughter and I were in a low mood because we had no one to have firing crackers with, and Satya Narayana came with a lot of crackers for my daughter, whom I called Daya, and he brought it and she was so happy. So the Diwali was lit up for us. That's a great instance I remember with Narayan in my studio and in my home also. No, I guided maybe, but it's your talent and work that has made these productions very good and memorable, because to train Americans and to make them understand the way you have to see our Indian classics is something great. And the way I saw them doing it, they have so much reverence for the Ramayana, which is your effort, and reverence for the art and which they don't falter. They are doing it with so much commitment. Just as we have yoga teachers going and trying to inculcate that, you are trying it through dance, which is a great contribution, not only to us, to Indians, but to all artists all the world over. And you are putting Indian dance on the world map through mythology, which is great.
I had a chance of joining Shambhu Maharajji, Kathak Kendra. So in spite of all these trainings, my focusing was towards Kathak. I went to Japan as a special cultural representative. Then I had a chance not only teaching Kathak dancing there, I had a wonderful chance to produce a ballet, Birth of Karna, the Rashmirati, it's one of the very popular poetry I produced as a ballet. And a lot of my works were very successful. We did a big shows nationwide in Japan. In 1974, Asia University, they honored me for my works, the cultural ambassador. I was invited to teach in Fiji Islands. So that is my major assignment in 1970s. So I officially represented. So I was selected as a special artist to promote our culture in Pacific Islands. From there, I had a chance to go to New Zealand. I had a chance to go to Sydney Opera House. I became a very close associate of the director, Victor Carroll and Beth Dean Carroll. They were the top directors of the Sydney Opera House. And every best festivals like Shell National Folkloric Festivals and Christmas at the Opera House, I used to perform, I used to appear as a solo dancer, and also I used to organize the groups to teach them and present there.
Accolades came in a plenty from quite an early age to Pandit Charka. He was adjudicated the best classical dancer in the All India Music and Dance Competitions Hyderabad, Cultural Ambassador title at the Asia University Tokyo, New York Master Traditional Kathak Dance 2011 are just a few honors close to his heart.
It's very interesting. I never realized that dance is part of my life. It's just naturally happened to me. Whenever I danced, it's an amazing spirit comes from me. That's what people say, that sometime when I danced and as a Krishna, I appeared as a blue, completely blue. They feel that way. So this is some of the things when I did Shiva one, with the power of the Shiva, it awakens. And sometimes I feel that when I am dancing, I am not the character, I am not the myself, I am not a Satya Narayana Charka, I am something different, a spirit awakened. So sometimes my body is so weak, so I could not walk. When I go on the stage and when I am dancing, that totally something like a spirit is dancing. These are some of the feelings I realized in my life when I am dancing.
Perched in the foothills of the Catskill Mountains, it is a serene environment with woods and meadows surrounding a beautiful lake. A pure blend of East-West unity is seen in full splendor here.
After coming to Anand Ashram, I have seen the beauty of this place, and along with that one, Swami Brahmananda Saraswati spirituality, which these two things are inspired me so much. This is the best choice of my life to fulfill my ambition, what I want to do in my life.
The first time I met Pandit Satya Narayana Charka, he was a very young man, too different from the way he looks today. I remember what my teacher, Sri Brahmananda Saraswati, said. This man is going to do wonderful work for the ashram and for the world, because he will really be a symbol of East-West unity for the cultural exchange between the East and the West.
So what I did is I selected the Ramayana, which teaches the perfect example to teach in this country through my music and dance. Especially Swamiji's vision and my purpose is to teach Americans, only American people, American born and brought up. So that they can learn, they can study, they can understand the philosophy of Ramayana.
There is no ashram you will find where there is a performing art. This Guru is Rama Murti, through which Charka Maharaj was wonderful to say that the play Ramayana is Rama Murti Ramayana.
So proud to be like part of this production, and I can't imagine a life without Charka, without my guru, without the ashram, without the Ramayana. It would be totally empty.
There's a really deep psychotherapy that happens for everybody that I see who's going through this whole process, because it takes so much energy from everybody. You have to surrender to the process of the group effort to pull everything together, and that is the magic that Charka does, that he brings so many people and gets everybody working at their highest optimal level, creates a performance that is just breathtaking. And the performance we had this past weekend was beyond description.
Being a part of the Ramayana is so wonderful because it's such a special, special epic drama, and it's so dear to all the people in India. So I feel so honored to be able to play the part of Sita. And it's meant so much to me because it's such a deep role. It's so beautiful, it's so pure, it's so spiritual, and it means so many things on many different levels.
They're asked to put in all of this extra energy into to rehearse and to practice and to coordinate and organize and ultimately to produce this wonderful production. In that sense, I think that Charka is really just a vessel for some sort of divine spirit.
One of the character who does the Hanuman part, he himself changed himself. He chants every day Hanuman Chalisa and his name is changed as Hanuman. His original name is John.
For ashram, I wasn't looking for a guru, I wasn't looking to play Hanuman. But Charka saw me that summer and he said that he saw this energy in me. So from 1995 to present day, I have played this role of Hanuman. The significance and the beauty of the role for me is it kind of mirrors what I truly feel I'm all about. Dedication to service, to my guru, Sri Brahmananda Saraswati, to the ashram, to all people.
And working with Pandit Charka ji, he works in very, very special ways. He's not just a choreographer, director, but he explains the part and shares this ancient art form in such an open, generous, beautiful way, in a very psychic level.
All my actors, dancers in Ramayana, make sure that they understand every aspect, every totality. So costumes, makeup, props, sets, and technical side, light and sound, all those things involvement are there. So that's how they understand totally, so that they can make presentable and go after rehearsals, they go and perform. I'll make sure that they are happening, understanding properly.
I have also seen the student group that he has created. He teaches at, I'm not sure even he remembers how many places he teaches at. I certainly don't. It is number of places in the tri-state area, and he has a huge student body. And at the annual get-together of his school, which I have been attending for past 5-6 years, you just see the kind of accomplishment he has over all these years in the form of the multitude of students and parents and their gratitude. This mass gathering, only somebody who is extremely versatile, not only as a musician but as a human being, only someone like that can rally such a huge gratitude, support and love.
Last 25 years, I trained number of hundreds of students. What they are doing is, I am bringing them into this production, and glamour side and the dancing side, group dances, and fulfilling all the other part of the choreographing patterns. I am adding those dances.
Each year we have had beautiful presentations with local girls who have learned the Kathak dance art from Satya Narayana Charka. He has taught them over the years the discipline of this beautiful art. The best part of Ramayana production is the fun that we have, sharing with our friends and with the dancers and with other ashramites.
How everyone is working together at the same time with their thoughts on the Ramayana. It seems to be a group process of cleansing and purification.
Watching Charka work, both behind the scenes and in the production, has been very enlightening.
It's amazing. Each and everyone is participating with the enthusiasm and the zeal. And the story of Ramayana is our own life.
There is Ram in this current universe, and there is Sita, and there is Guru Satya Narayana Charka. So it is how you pick the best and use it and relate it to daily life.
Now I feel that through the Ramayana, not only teaching, but also I feel the vision of future. So this center is flourishing as a Ramayana center, Sri Ramamurti Ramayana, what we call it. And also my vision is to continue this process so that I can, through my art of dancing, I can continue teaching this philosophy in this country. And also I feel that I should have a cultural center in India so that America and India, these two centers can flow, going from America, Indian artists, and also from India, they can come here and they can show the purity of the dance culture, our art. So this is my vision of the future.